Hello, welcome to Sunday Night Ragchew.
Howdy, y'all. Frank's driving the train. Give us a honk.
We got two QTHers and one mobile.
There we go.
By the way, Michael, it's gone up to 50 degrees now. It's a heat wave.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the environmentalists were right.
Right?
Hey, 45 Auto, how are you, sir?
Good evening, guys. Yeah, 45. Hello, Chris Bricker. Hello. There was someone else, Douglas. Hello, and Douglas, I think he said he is. Well, I can't go back right now, but he's north somewhere.
Hopefully.
Maybe he wants to keep that. Maybe he wants to keep that quiet, so I won't say. But anyway.
Well, looks like some people are batting down the hatches for a heat wave at 32 degrees. 0 degrees centigrade for our Canadian friends. And everywhere else around the world. Colin, we're talking about you.
Right?
Interesting. My chat doesn't pop up. All right. Well, guys, go ahead.
If you get the winter field ball.
Yep.
I want to know who, and Paul, you'll have to tell me because I can't read the chat as I'm driving. Who in the chat participated in Support Your Parks weekend besides me? Let us know in the chat. I know a couple of you guys worked.
So let us know. Did you do a POTA for the Parks weekend? Let us know in the chat.
Should be able to do. I thought I could do polls in StreamYard. No.
So guys, if you haven't watched it, I released a video yesterday, and I almost lost my fingers during the video. That's how cold it felt, and it was only like what, 30 something.
45 hunted.
Yeah, 45 hunted. So 45 hunted. Chris Bricker's being a fair weather ham, only doing negative. He said it's only negative 10 around here.
Only.
Oh, only. Okay.
Rick Wilson did some hunting.
Well, I know you got my log today. So thank you all for hunting.
Did you get 45?
Too. I may or may not be able to acknowledge that.
Okay. You don't want to spoil the QSO when he looks it up on QRZ.
All right. He's like the 8, very elusive. Hi, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to set up the poll later. I can do it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So Prep Ham Paul and I went to a ham fest this weekend. It wasn't a big one. Our big one actually shut down because of COVID. So, but we're working on getting that back, or another one back. So.
There we go.
Oh, mysterious. Okay, 4-5. I got you.
Hey, Rick, welcome.
Eyes on the road, man. Eyes on the road.
So Michael dropped a video a couple hours ago on getting out in life on the Cowtown Ham Fest. So check that out. It's a good one.
And you get to hear how people really think about Denton County. So.
Yep. We got some good changes, or big changes, not good. That's good or bad.
Just, no, it's a good change.
It's a good change, but I don't want to say that.
Well, no,
as something to the previous.
So we had a change of personnel, but the last person was incredible. Incredible resource. He's just moving to another part of Texas, and that's why he's no longer in a position. But the guy we got in there is excellent. He is top notch. So, and I know him personally. I know both personally. So
I know him more personally, and I've asked him to adopt me. No, I'm just kidding.
I did get K6EGG in Chino Hills State Park.
Shout out, Mike. You're going to do awesome if you're ever watching this.
Yeah. Mike, we like you, and you are very well suited for the position.
All right, welcome. We got some more newcomers. Jordan's here.
Jordan.
That next to me at my table in Cowtown. What's that, Frank?
Say
Frank, go
again,
again.
I did try to work.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
It's like California cell coverage.
Okay.
Something about trying to work.
Yeah. No, I did try to work Greg K6EGG today, but I couldn't hear him. I could hear guys close.
Yeah.
Not him.
Chris.
Yeah. In
Chris.
what way?
No. You're stomping on some toes here, Chris. Come on.
In
man.
what way? Hey, we're already acknowledged as one of the best.
Yep, and that's what the video talks about, because you're hearing people unprovoked. They said it. They flat said it. You know, we're the example of what's good, not the example of what's bad.
And he looked right at the camera when he said that, and so I knew he was looking at me.
Except I was holding the camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you're holding the camera for the rest of the
and
people.
You were
not for
downstairs.
you.
And you were downstairs.
Oh yeah, I was downstairs selling candy.
He was the candy man this weekend.
So there's one. Let's see. Make sure that pulled up. Okay.
Know it. Paul knows how to take candy and plus it. Let's just say that. Oh, Frank's frozen.
It was like taking candy from the babies. Or wait, no, I was given the candy. Never mind.
He gave a lot of candy out.
All right, so real quick, you guys, if you'll notice, and big in me real quick there, Michael, just single screen me or whatever. Right. Let's see. I'm going to go to this screen. So you'll notice that the Paul the Grouch in New Hampshire, I did finally figure out and get the Stream Boss fixed. Here's the deal. There is some issue with gifting memberships and getting the Stream Boss points. So I'm just going to say you probably will get no points if you gift memberships. Let me go to this screen here.
Shh, don't say
this is what you get when you do certain things. So the only one here that you don't have on YouTube, I think this is a Twitch thing, sponsor. So we'll see if that ever happens. But if you subscribe, so every time we get a new subscriber, as you can see, he started at 1,000. It knocked off 50 per new subscriber to the channel. No, you can't unsubscribe and resubscribe to get over and over points. I've tried it. Then damage to the Stream Boss for a super chat is 25 points per dollar. So basically, if it was a $10 super chat, that's 250 health off the boss. And then the tip, I think, is Twitch. I can't remember. And then memberships.
Thanks for the sub.
See, there you go. Did you guys hear that?
I heard it. Yep.
Okay,
Welcome,
so
Siobhan
Verma, welcome. Get a notification there, and now you'll notice here probably shortly his health should drop 50 points. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
And by the way, we did hear the announcement.
Let's see if it goes. There you go. See, it's 650 points. So every time we get a sub. So I suppose if you want to be the Stream Boss, when you see it at like, you know, at 25 or 50 or something, then you can put some super chat or something in. That was welcome, Aaron, new member. Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to get you in the credits now.
And 45 Auto is asking, do we get points every time the bot puts us in timeout?
You do not. 45. You lose points, and your
5 points from Gryffindor.
Your caliber shrinks, so you will shrink to 40 cal, and then it goes down from there, and then it goes to 9 to 22, and at some point your slingshot caliber.
So a question to Frank happened. Where is Frank going to or from?
So Matt, hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm going in between towers now. I am on my way home from an awesome POTA activation where I killed the last bit of my 137 amp hours worth of battery with 100 some odd contacts across the UTC day.
Oh, here, what am I still big for? Get me out of there.
Look at there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jordan.
Wait, I missed it. I clicked the wrong one.
That's all right. If you hear it, then you'll know there's a new one, but it only stays up for 7 seconds, so I got to pin him to the top.
Okay. 1% at a time, clicking.
Okay, so I just realized, so you saw the points that says damage per sponsor. So sponsor in YouTube equals member. So if you remember, when you join a membership, it's 300 points off the boss. So now if we look at the boss, he's got 50 points left. And then the next person will take over. That's good to know. But again, gifted memberships, currently, as I went through forums trying to figure it out, there's issues with it. So you probably will not get points with gifted memberships. All right.
And welcome Chris and Mike to Discord. I saw the notifications pop up for me.
Excellent. And for those new, I'm doing everything pretty much manual, so it takes me time to get names from YouTube into Discord and ranks and permissions and all that. And then the credits, of course, I just update once a week. Okay. I wanted to get that cleared up. Hey, Jordan. What did Jordan just do? New member. Thank you, Jordan.
You got a membership, yeah.
Why is that just now popping up?
We announced it. We got an yeah from it.
Yeah, but it just now mentioned something. I think he did something else.
Yeah, I don't see anything else.
All right. So let's go real quick to this before we continue. So I've been bringing my Meshtastic nodes back up. I've got let's see, I've got 3 of them working. Let me go back to the screen, and here. Oh wait, I don't want to. I want you guys in there too. Wait, how is it? Which one is it? Have you guys on the side?
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, there's another sub.
Excellent. Thank you for subbing. And that makes the... I can't read that. The stupid timer on YouTube is in the way. Who's the new boss?
You need to move your thing over on top of your head or something. I can't see it.
I'm gonna have to move it. All right, hold on, guys, because that stupid timer's in the way. The new boss is Jordan.
Da, 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 da.
It's not butter.
So Islamic Editor is our new subscriber. Welcome.
Welcome. All right, let me go back to screen. So I just want to do a shout out to Walter. I won't do call signs or anything in case he doesn't want that out there, like some people. I met Walter at, not Walter the pilot that I was at Tokyo Ham Fair with. Walter is a ham radio operator, an emergency coordinator for his area and his church in his area. So we met. He recognized me, I thought from YouTube, but I'm not that big yet. It was actually from Zoom meetings we've had. So anyway, we got to talking, and he left. He lives near the Cowtown Ham Fair. He left and brought back his Meshtastic boxes that he designed. So he designed these boxes for his Meshtastic, and it's 3 parts, and the back part holds those holds these batteries. All right. So the back part holds the batteries. I can't remember if he said 3,000 or 1,000 or both. And it was firm. It was all nice and tight in there. Nothing was wiggling or shaking. And I said, oh, well, which one do you have it on? I'd like to download it. And he goes, oh, I haven't uploaded it anywhere. I'm like, you're kidding me. This is a great box. I said, upload it. People can download it and give you a tip. And maybe not many do, but you know, you might get the occasional few dollar tip here and there. So I just want to do a shout out. I'm going to put this case in the chat, this link to Walter's design, because I searched and searched trying to find good ones. And this one's an excellent one. So
everything was lined up perfectly, the buttons, everything.
What's that?
It looked like it was part of the manufacture, like the original manufacturing process.
Yeah, so I haven't had time to print it. These 2 buttons were, of course, separate prints. They just slide in and out. And he added, of course, the longer antenna. But this is an all-in-one and works great. So I'm going to shout out Walter. Great job. Thanks for uploading. And hopefully, remember, guys, if you do download stuff from these kind of things, you know, throw them a few dollars. because it does take time to do some of this stuff. My son's a creator in that sense, and so definitely throw him some change or some shoot him some love. But that's a shout out to Walter. Let's get on to, there's my 3 nodes. So I got my 3 nodes up and running. I would like some advice, and I think Chris may need to, or we can chat another time too, Chris. Whether to run it in router mode or not, because what I'd really like to do with the one with the antenna on the top, I'd like to create a place that will allow people from far west or south to reach people in the farther north and east. You know what I mean? I want to expand the Meshtastic area for people. So I assumed it was, what was it, repeater? No, I think I did repeater mode. So let me know, Chris, or anybody else in there, if I should change that. But it's, oh no, it's router mode. I went to the Meshtastic site, and this is what it seemed to be. It said to expand the area range and all this. So someone's going to have to let me know if this is the proper setting or not. I don't want to overload the system. Chris, did you upload yours? Frank, your audio is always running.
That's all right.
Are
We're
you on
just hearing
box?
road noise. It's not bad.
Yeah.
We're not hearing farts or anything.
At least the road noise ain't bad, right?
All right.
Funny.
So let me know on that. Chris, let me know in Discord or something if you have one. And I must not have known about it. So Winterfield Day's coming up this week. I did a poll for the members.
Chris
What's that?
saying the print he used was on printables, and it was the one that Josh used when he built his.
Okay, I'll check. You don't remember the creator on it? Oh, wait.
Karen.
I just realized I don't have. Where's my stream boss?
Soloed, so.
Oh, I put him over the thing. He's over on the right there. Okay, I just want to make sure Jordan's getting his due as a stream boss.
So y'all got to knock Jordan out, the king of the hill there.
Okay, so Winterfield Day this weekend, 25th, 26th. I'll be with some of the other YouTubers and some local guys at Dangerfield State Park. Looking forward to it. Rob from Digital Rancher, who does a lot of satellite stuff. He's like the go-to for satellites. He was at Cowtown. He's in Michael's video a little bit, trying to make a QSO on satellite. He has promised me, I should have got it on video. No, he's a good guy. I'm sure he's going to get me on there. He's promised me my first satellite QSO, which I wanted to do when I first started as a ham. I got frustrated because it's a little bit technical, and you got the Doppler shift and change the frequency and aim and whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't remember the call sign we're under. It's Jason's. It's that call K5T. Anyway, we'll get it out there eventually.
Kilo November 5.
Tango Romeo. Thank you.
Okay.
I was close. Yep. Okay. So the one thing I want to show first is this right here. So these, let me step out of the way a little bit. These are the multipliers. Now my mic's in the way. I think I'm going to put a green wrap around this mic arm so it doesn't show up.
Yeah, it'll look weird.
No, I just
You're
want
like
the
a floating mic on a little drone.
I've thought about draping green screen around everything but my head, just to be a floating head.
So you can have a floating head across the screen.
So check these guys. The multiplier that interests me the most is this one right here. Look at this. Look at you, as Casper, whatever his name is, YouTube that we watch. Operate on at least 6 different bands is a 6 multiplier.
Wow.
That's huge.
By the way, Chris just shared the
huge. It's huge.
That is huge.
Chris has shared the link to the printables on that. box.
All right. Is that okay? Yeah, because he's admin. Yeah. You should be able to click on it in YouTube if Chris did it, I think. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, Jordan, Paul Headroom is what I would be. I actually, when I was doing, thanks, Subashi Thakur. Thanks for the sub. I got a mask when I was doing game streams. I was going to start streaming with this mask on this green screen. I'd be all green screen except my eyes and mouth. I never got around to doing that. You could have
done your Max Headroom impression there.
Yeah, because it would just be funny to see a gamer streaming and just see two eyeballs and a mouth. But I do still have the mask, so beware. So we've got alternate power, of course, operating away from home. Similar field day type stuff. For those who don't know field day, it's basically an opportunity to take your gear out into the field and kind of a worldwide event and QSO with people and test your equipment out in the field, which can lead towards, better emergency communication setups, better go kits and all that. But here's the multipliers. So those are good. Check those out. I wanted to show that first and get it out of the way so I could close that down and then I can see Discord because that's from Discord. All right, let me check the Discord.
Quota only twice a year.
All right. Okay, we got Mike here. I'm gonna get in the Discord now. So
there's that video.
There's Michael's video, and I don't want that enabled. And let me switch this to Vox. And we should be good. Okay. All right. And Mike in Discord, if it's annoying, you can mute me in Discord if you want to just hear me on the stream. Oh, maybe not. All right. So the next thing we can go through is the bulletin for the information bulletin from the field day. So you got to look at these times or these frequencies and times so you can hear their bulletin. I think that gives you points as well, right? If I'm not mistaken, to get their bulletins. Let's see if it tells me down here. When you submit your log, there'll be a field where you can type or paste the bulletin, how you copied it. Then I think you get points for that. Maybe they would give you points for each type too. Morse, SSB, and digital. So that could be good.
So there's a question satellite on SSB. Are very many satellites on SSB?
I think most satellite QSOs or contacts are FM. I think. Again,
they may have some CW ones, James. That is a good question.
A one-time multiplier. But that's one of the things I like about field day is like you can, you get like for field day, you got like do you have a safety officer? Do you have a local like city representative, or you can just keep adding all those multipliers. It gives you more stuff to look at than just, hey, let's just make some contacts. It kind of adds to it.
And winter field day is, did you get frostbite?
Yeah. How many toes and fingers did you lose? Show proof.
Did you survive the snap? Guys, it's really, we're having down in Texas, we're having a serious snap for our area. So
yeah, it's
cold. It's going to be shocking to people's bodies how cold it's going to get.
It's
y'all getting that polar vortex going on.
Yeah, Frank was fanning it our way for some reason.
What do you mean? I was fanning it. It has not gotten below freezing. Well, okay, overnight it gets below freezing, but daytimes it's sitting at 46 at 7 o'clock at night here.
Well, now if you guys would just get some precipitation over there and put those fires down, would be great.
Oh, that's down in SoCal. That's a different part of the state.
Throw some spelt on them.
Next weekend is going to be warmer. If you look at it, the current 10-day forecast, it does show warmer. Here in Texas, the next 3 days are kind of in that 20-something to low 40-something range. And the only reason I know is, wow, in Kentucky. Good grief. Yeah, that I know that temperatures because my wife checks it every 40 minutes or so on Google, and so I hear it all the time. He's concerned with how cold it gets.
Rick, I don't think any was made.
So
guys on the road.
So yeah, well, I'll get the call sign out. I'll be putting something out on Discord, and I think there's there's the main four of us they're bringing radios and antennas, and we got our food and all that figured out. But I am going to bring like the TDL and maybe my Alpha or my Chameleon mag loop, and probably well, I'll probably just bring those. I want to try to do a little NVIS and see who I can contact. But what would really be cool is when I'm not doing necessarily Winter Field Day, I'd love to try to do so with some of y'all with a variety of the antennas I have, whether it's a mag loop or TDL or whatever it might be. So, are you in the air right now, Doug?
Yeah, he said he was flying. He was hoping to stay on the stream.
Very cool. Very cool. True SDX. I was giving out little cases for the to make a headset mic thing that plugs both of those True SDX ports at the same time. I was trying to sell them for $2. I just printed a bunch and thought people might want them, but nobody was really wanting them. I even bought screws, put them all together. They looked kind of cute.
It's so precious.
Yeah. So let's see here. Rules. Everyone's gonna have to kind of go over the rules themselves. What are y'all doing? I know I did a poll. I suppose I could pull the poll up that I sent out to the members, but let's get off of me and back to everybody.
There we go. Well, Frank's
There we go.
primary. Let's do this.
We're gonna primary
There you go.
Frank.
There we go.
Frank, I'll hang out with you.
Let me pull up my YouTube poll. But here's the thing. If you haven't already, or if you want to throw it in chat again, what are your plans for Winter Field Day? Are you going with the club? Are you individual? Are you going out to like a park? Are you running from home? Throw some of those in comments. And
so Chris is going to be operating in the snow and ice from the park for Winter Field Day.
Yeah.
The teens are the highs.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
Yeah, you better.
I just saw a post from Ray Novak a few hours back. He came to Dallas for something. Ray Novak from ICOM, who I met in Tokyo. You know what? I'm not going to be able to find out where those are. Where's the poll? Where's the poll?
Oh, sorry. Somebody else is clicking too. G7VO. Good time. Yeah, Frank, you're supposed to be driving, sir.
You drive, Frank. Don't be messing with buttons, man. I don't want to be liable for you crashing your car.
I'm the captain of the buttons.
Frank, I'm the captain now. Okay.
So is Frank work on the Coochie Ding Ding?
No, Hollywood. I'm not working at the Coochie Ding Ding. No, not tonight.
Well, I don't mind driving and streaming, but pressing buttons is taking it a step too far.
Well, Michael, here's the fun thing. So you can't see it, but my thumb hovers right over the chat. So I can just tap, and good.
And tap it in. It's just give it a little tappy.
Be careful what you tap on.
Just give it a little tappy.
Tap the button that says end, right?
Tap, taparoo. All right, I'm going to find it. Here we go. All right, guys, I'm pulling up I sent it to members only. I'll probably send it out to everybody tomorrow. And it is, if it would pull it up, sometimes YouTube is not the easiest thing to show. Okay, let's go back to my screen.
Yes, 45 is this next weekend.
So this question to the members was, are you planning on operating outdoors / away from home or for Winter Field Day? So basically staying at home, near a home, or somewhere that can count as away from home. And you have at least half or yes, that's a good thing. 18% no, and I've many times have operated just from home and didn't even participate with the club. And then 32% not sure yet. So they're gonna wake up and probably figure it out once they wake up and test the temperature maybe. What else we got here? Jordan,
gonna pick up he's going to the candy store.
He's getting the Arrow dual bander Yagi, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan. Yeah, I got some great responses. So thanks to all the members who responded to the poll. I'm going to try to get more of those out. And then I'm going to try to do some membership, just kind of chit chat type things over video, either Discord or StreamYard. Thank you.
Four
Go
or
ahead,
five
Frank.
nets, you'll put it in stone and chisel to send it in.
Yeah, I wanted to go over that real quick. So on the Winter Field Day website, it shows the logging programs that are set up for it are N3FJP, N1MM, TR4W, and hammers. I think we're going to be using World Radio League. So, but they do list these. No, we're going to be doing World Radio League.
But Polo's easy.
And you don't need network. We'll have Starlink, but you don't need network and stuff. You can log in on one account. So we'll log it on that club account, and then everyone can log. But if you're networked, then I think it keeps track of duplicates and stuff like in 3FJP. Let's see.
Right. Polo has Winter Field Day capabilities.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, it does? Cool.
Radio Kids table on Wednesday.
Yeah, Jordan, they're too cold. It's fair weather operators.
So also under resources, check the operating aids, because it gives you section lists, section maps, CQ zones, regions, ITU, and all that, which may be helpful to maybe screenshot if you're going out in the field. If you don't want a bunch of printed out papers, maybe screenshot all that stuff and have it available in case you don't have cell or satellite. And then, of course, you can get the swag, which was kind of weird because I clicked on it and it wasn't like Winter Field Day swag. It was, or maybe it's right here. Hold on. Maybe I just didn't find it. Oh, okay. There it is. I guess I didn't look hard enough. So you can get some Winter Field Day swag. You got the mouse pad, the flag, the mug. Actually, that mug's kind of cool. It's too bad they don't have...
they got a big flag. That's cool. I've seen the small one.
I wonder why they don't have patches or anything. Kind of weird.
We don't need no stinking patches.
Yeah, POTA sticker here. They should have POTA, or they should have Winter Field Day patches and stickers and stuff. So anyway, check it out. That mug's kind of cool. $20, not horrible.
It should, I agree with Chris here. They need to have the thermos.
Thermoses are good. I did finally get my Coffee and Ham Radio, the green one that they just sold. Anybody have anything good they saw this week? YouTubers or anything that got their attention they want to share or we can talk about?
Chris wants to talk about -2-degree weather.
-2s, that's crazy.
Hey, back in February 2021, it got down to -8 here.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so check this out. I wound this week. This is I got to check again. Hold on. I think it's 4.2. No, it's 4 inches across. I did all the measurements and I went on a chart, and I think it's a 43 toroid, and it's a dull gray, not shiny. So I wound it. Who can guess what my ratio is here by looking at it? Oh yeah, Jordan, I forgot to look at that too. There's something about bamboo firmware update or something that's not good. I haven't watched that video yet. I think you linked. So what I did here is I just bought this big one a while back, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get some heavy copper wire and make a really solid, heavy-duty core and a toroid. So I did the 7 windings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I was looking at a chart of frequencies, and this number of windings on a 4-3 seemed to be the most viable to with the widest, the broadest range, but was better the lower you went. So into like 60, 80, 160. Because I'd like to create a loop around kind of my exterior of my yard fence up to a tree. And I want to be able to pump out extra power because I want to try 160 and stuff like that. So I was just playing around. It turned out good. It's solid. That was one of the things I did this week besides the Meshtastic stuff. So this is the one I just got. I got one that came in this little teeny
Hollywood.
kit. Sky loop. Nice. Well, mine will be
So Paul,
or like a ground
Hollywood,
loop. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Frank.
Hollywood, who is the knower of. Oh wow! Hello.
Oh,
Come on,
I see that. Hollywood was the first to guess.
Yeah,
We're watching you press buttons. Go ahead.
Well, none of these guys are guessing, but
I can't
first
put
one to
that
say it.
That's too far away. Hollywood said it's a 4-to-1, and he is wiser than Ape and GM put together.
yeah, he's been on. He was on
If
last I
Hollywood
saw him.
said it,
Last I saw him, he was on with Ziggy, helping Ziggy with some stuff. So that was a fun video too. Check out 75 ohm ham Ziggy on his channel. Hollywood is on there, I think at least twice, helping him with some circuitry. But anyway, Ape has gotten me addicted to winding these things. So I've got a whole bunch. I got a box of them. I'm just going to wind them and probably not even make much with them. Maybe just give them out or something. But yes, you guys are right. 4-to-1s. And yeah, the 1500 amp, unfortunately I've only got 500. But it's solid. It's going to be, and then I got really teeny ones like K6ARK does with those little, the Rybakov.
Everybody's saying do not update your bamboo printer. That's what you got, Paul.
I hope it doesn't have an auto update setting. Someone's going to tell me so I don't have to run away and check it out. So
says that's a man-sized balun.
Yeah, this is huge. I don't have the others here, I don't think. Yeah, they're not here. I've got my other stuff here, but that's that. Now let me show you my cool purchase at something I've wanted for a very long time, but always found them scratched and beat up.
Oh yeah, that is pretty.
Oh yes, I've wanted this one for a long time. Shiny, got the serial number, and I have to figure out and find a way to.
Oh, you just froze up. Okay.
Me?
Yeah, you unfroze.
Oh, I got to get it into this 8-pin and then make sure the impedance and everything will work with my 101D. But I am going to get this to work. So I just, for some reason, love these mics, the astatic mic, and I'm looking forward to getting it working. And this is actually the mic. If you look at the Ragchew Crew logo I made, it's got that kind of tubular mic, kind of like the ones like Shure mics and stuff. I actually prefer the mic on the logo to be this style. So anyway, I had to share that because it's exciting. I've been waiting for a long time to get that.
Yeah, he was pretty ecstatic when he got it.
I was very ecstatic.
He was ecstatic about getting it. But if you watch my video, you'll see it before he purchased it. You'll see it on the
Oh, that's
table
true. There was a
for
gold
sale.
one there too when you did the video. So
Yeah.
That is
And a kangaroo.
okay, so yep, the 104. Thanks, Don. Don also put a video out this week on BBS. Check out Don's channel. I think it was Saturday, was it, Don? He did he was showing his BBS. Yep.
right before Clubhouse. Or not Club. Good Lord, I'm tired. Ham Radio Crash Course.
See. Okay, Jeff, I'll have to look into the hail update, whatever. Never. For the let me just put that into Google so I don't forget.
Very cool, Chris.
D104. And then
What's your
there
model
it
name?
is.
Does it say?
It's a D104.
It is a D104. Okay.
Yeah. I got the website on the radio reference. I'll look it up.
So when
said
did
make
they
sure I
make
save it.
those? So when was your mic made? Like time frame. When was your microphone made?
Oh, it's about to be made.
I mean, when was it originally manufactured?
That's a good question to the group. I don't know
All
the
right,
manufacturer
Chad, let us
date.
know when were those aesthetic mics made? I'm curious.
I'm gonna guess
I'm thinking
Dawn,
like 50s, 60s, maybe. I don't know.
Hollywood, or 45 will know. Let's see if anyone proves me wrong. Maybe they know.
Mid 70s is what Don's saying.
1930s through 2000, according to Hollywood.
Okay, so that's
There you
all.
go.
PCB. All right.
All right.
Don's guess was mid 70s. So
Oh, and Michael, you can't say I'm not paying attention driving anymore. I'm home.
Oh,
okay.
too late. 45. You missed the question. Pay attention next time. Man.
Well, don't. Be careful texting and walking. All right.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sitting in the car until we're done here.
So maybe Hollywood probably would know, or Don. I know there's going to be an impedance issue. I don't fully understand it yet, so I've been Googling a lot, trying to find forums. So if you have any hint or something with that, as I search over the next few weeks, probably to try to figure it out. I understand the pins and get the pins right, but I've got those schematics already for both the mic and my 101D. The funny thing is, I just got this on Jason's stream from Gigaparts. It's like now I finally kind of gave up on the other, and I finally get this one, this Yaesu mic, and then I finally get the aesthetic. So it's kind of funny.
Now we got to do some compare and contrast on the air.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
and then I'll get that. I'll try to get that. What's it called? HC5 replacement. They call it HC5 element capacitor and transformer. Replaces the D104. So, that's not cool. 73, Chris. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. Take care, Chris.
Okay. Well, I was going to do more on the Meshtastic, but it's all working. So, so the only question I have, again, I'll throw it back out for anybody that's logged on since. Let me go back to Mesh Map and go to screen. So my idea so I have one node, one of the little Heltec things. Well, this is the one that's not working right now. So I've got one of these attached to a 915 megahertz antenna at the top, just a rack 5.8, 5.9 dB up on my roof. And my thought was to try to give kind of my community, my area, a little more range. So for those who know, hopefully I haven't missed the answer. Looking online, it looked like router was the best setting, while everything else is basically set to client. Change the preamp. Some scheme. Okay. I appreciate it, Hollywood. Thank you. That'd be great. Because that kind of stuff is like kind of. Stop fighting.
Stop it.
Frank, go inside and
that time.
I'm hands off now.
Frank, you can go inside and join us. Again, tonight's not going to be that not as long as the previous ones.
Especially last week where it all fell apart.
Yeah.
We got some counseling sessions.
Have you seen the news on the?
Here we got Don in here. Hold on.
Oh, we got Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Okay, Don's joining us in the Discord. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, have you seen the news on Meshtastic?
I have not. Go ahead.
Well, at least this isn't Meshtastic. It's the whole 900 megahertz.
Oh, yeah. So what's up?
Well, they've Big Telecom has moved in,
So
and the FCC's already approved it, and it's called private LTE.
Okay.
And they're going to be using the 915 megahertz band for their radios because they're already in the 800 megahertz and the phones will already do 900.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be competing. Meshtastic is going to be in LoRa and other things. Even the ham radios are going to be competing with big cellular. The only thing is that like our repeaters, we can do up to 1500 watts. Mm-hmm. They can't.
Yeah.
They have a limit, but we can do at least in the ham bands we can do
ham bands. Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
they are already they've already got FCC approval. So the ARRL tried to fight them, but the FCC just said no. We don't agree with the ARRL.
Well, my thing from the get-go is money's going to win, and they were going to give it to them. But when they were first talking about it, they were saying it was something to do with GPS and locating, not communication.
No. Yeah, that's a completely different one.
You're talking about a different one. Okay, so it's
yeah,
this is I don't even know about.
This is called private LTE.
Got it.
So
okay.
It's basically the same thing on your cell phones, but what they're going to use this for are for IoT devices.
Oh,
so
okay.
your refrigerator and all that kind of stuff might be doing 900 megahertz in the future, and it'll take them a while to roll out. Although they already have radio heads. So
my mic arm is getting weak.
And by the way, I can drop the link to the articles that are talking about it.
Paul, Don can't hear me because if I pull up Discord, it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with that one. But anyway, I didn't come on here to deliver bad news.
Michael's asking who's secondary to who. I'm assuming they're going to have it. It's going to be theirs.
I think they're secondary to medical devices, but I tried to read through the FCC stuff, and it didn't sound. It sounded like they do not have to worry about interfering. That the FCC took that out of their, or they argued that they shouldn't have to do it, and the FCC kind of went along with them.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. I was focusing on that other one they were doing for location, GPS, something. And I knew money. It's money. Corporations giving government money as opposed to us. They're going to give it to the corp.
Expensive dinners were bought and some nice trips were bought. So
and they had basically they made a strong case in the fact that like your cell phone already has that ability in it. And most of the devices that have LTE chips in them is really what they mean. They don't mean you're going to be making phone calls over it. They're basically saying that they're going to use the frequency for just IoT devices.
So is it the entire span of that 900 megahertz, or is there going to be a chunk that Meshtastic and such can work?
There are a couple of very narrow places where they are not going to be. But what somebody said, and I've actually mentioned this to the Meshtastic guys, they don't know what this is going to do to them. And from what I've read on Reddit post, I think, they're saying that the narrowness of the allocation that will still be free is too narrow for LoRa. But, all of this stuff is so hard to read and dig through. And I honestly hope somebody comes up and says, "Oh no, you read it wrong." I'd really be glad if that was the case. Yeah.
Just let me know if the voice chat is too hot, everybody. It looks like it's hitting the red.
It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it down just a hair because it was hitting my red meters here.
No,
you're hot on my end.
It was a perfect level there.
Okay. So let's see, who was it? Brooks. Thanks, Brooks. So I'll switch it back to client. I'll just keep all of mine at client then. And client side. Okay.
Rick, I'll just say this. You don't even need 900 for that. Just tune up on 20 meters with some people, and you'll get stoves and ovens turned on pre-baking.
Okay, so let me put this out to the group. What? Because I was really going to start, because Meshtastic was a very cheap form of kind of backup communications. Very, in my opinion, cheap. I mean, what was it, $25, right, for that whole kit? I just bought this kit with everything. What's our alternative? Let's say if we're looking at MCOMs, what's our alternative when we get to that point where cell's down, internet down, maybe radio's not working so great? What's our next?
433 megahertz.
With some kind of texting device like this?
I don't see why not. The thing is, it's not going to work the way that 900 works, but
Yeah.
you can already buy Meshtastic devices for 433, or at least those like Heltex that you've got.
Yep.
I've got 2 of them, but what I'm literally doing with them is receiving satellite and radio sonde or balloons with them.
Oh, cool.
So it's already being used, but the transit in garage door openers, there's a lot of things that are there, but it's a band that we can use here in the States. The guys in Europe shouldn't have any issues because that's 868 megahertz.
Well,
And if they're not having issues now, then I don't know.
the difference being you have to have your ham license, I suppose, is pretty much the only difference.
No, 433 is open. That's the reason that, like, every time
Is that
you
part of
pull up to
FRS?
your garage and you push your button to open the garage door, you're transmitting on 433.
No, it's a part 15 frequency.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I know you can choose frequencies. I always just looked at it as like UK or Europe and versus US or North America. I always just looked at those 2 frequencies. I wasn't really looking at the others.
Yeah.
ISM.
Don, I was looking at the band plan, and it says we have 420 to 450, but I guess we have more power available to us. Is that what the deal is? But we can't interfere. Is that the question?
Well, so is that because so if it's in our band plan, that's what I'm saying is so that doesn't require to talk or text or communicate, it doesn't require a license?
Nope.
Well, the thing is, it's power limited.
Now, if you're doing power, it does. I'm sure what they're talking about is less than a watt, but like just like your garage door opener and a lot of other things. Okay. I was actually looking at it at one time to put sensors on for monitoring my rain barrels, amount of water in my rain barrels.
Yeah. So for those who may not be hams or know, the band plan is kind of the frequencies that were given to on each spectrums that were given to talk as ham radio operators. FRS radios, other radios, CB all have their own little section, a little chunk of a frequency. So this is the band plan, and the one they're talking about is right here. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. Right here, 70 centimeter, 420 to 450. And then when you're a ham radio operator, you get these privileges with the 3 different levels of tech, general, and extra. And you can talk on all these. So if you're not a ham radio operator,
general and advanced.
What's stopping you?
Not tech. There's still advanced licenses out there that are kind of in between the general and the extra. But no, there is some tech in 10 meters.
It's a great time to be tech. Paul and VK earlier on your channel was saying 10 meters was open. So seems to be open a lot lately. It's a great time for 10 meters.
When we did our POTA, 10 meters was on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like I was talking to the guy next door. I thought he was.
I've been doing a lot of trans-equatorial contacts from Oklahoma to Chile and Brazil and whoever I can get.
Oh yeah.
10 meters. Great stuff.
It's funny for me because sometimes I'll get Brazil because Brazil pops up a lot and it's hit or miss with me. Sometimes like I'll be able to get into Brazil no matter what, and then sometimes I get nothing back. It's the weirdest thing. It's just hit or miss with them. It's not like all the time. Like I can always get West Coast, or I can always get like Northeast or something. But Canada's the same. Canada and Brazil are always hit or miss for me. 10 meters.
10 meters. I talked to one guy one time on a local
Most
repeater.
of the 10 meters that I do is from my pickup truck, which is amazingly weird because the truck pretty much kills most of the signals. They have to be pretty far away. And then I set up at a Parks on the Air a couple of weeks ago and put out an in-fed half wave and turned it over to 10, and I could hear a whole lot better of everything in the world.
Well, that's one of the antennas I'll be using is my ATAS, but I've used it before for NVIS. I just tilted it on the axis there, the K400 mount, and I just tilted on the back of the Jeep and was able to do, forget It's around 200 mile away, communication on 40 meters. So that ATAS actually works as an invis, as small as it is.
And Roger
Yeah,
got
that's crazy, but that's cool. I love it.
I'll be trying it again on Winterfield Day.
Yeah, my truck is just basically a deaf beast. So
Roger, Roger, you in Spokane? I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Hayden, Coeur d'Alene area. I got a buddy still over in Spokane. We were chatting yesterday. I grew up with. All right, so we're gonna have to do some more stuff on Meshtastic and that 433 maybe, and look into it more now that I've got it all set up on 915. Thanks, Don. Thanks, Don, for letting me know. What a waste of time.
Yeah.
But just let you know.
I mean, it'll take them a year or two to roll all that stuff out.
But I mean, if we have an alternative, I'm not concerned. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on how many people in your area buy new refrigerators with that spying stuff on them.
Oh, they're all gonna get them. I love that stuff.
They all have it on.
And and I know what's going on with the bamboo printers too, but
I can guess. The first thing that popped in my head, I can guess, and it has to do with let's just say one word: a lower type of device that you could do yourself that they want to regulate.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're basically requiring you to, or they're giving you an update that from now on will force you to, like, if you're going to print something and you don't have the latest firmware, it will hold your print until you update to the latest firmware. And the thought is this is just the start of them then forcing this new firmware to get more and more intrusive to the point that they think eventually what they're going to do is start charging you for prints. So even though you quote own the hardware,
that makes sense.
That sounds like BMW.
They'll see they'll see the STL file and they'll say, oh, this is this person's IP, or this is this, whatever.
Oh yeah, and the way they're saying it is that you can always print using an SD card. So what you would have to do is no longer have access to the app.
Yeah.
And then there's this software that people use as an alternative, and some slicer, I can't remember, Octo Slicer or something like that. And those guys have been trying to get Bamboo to tell them, okay, what does this mean for us? Because they've been working with Bamboo quite heavily on their stuff, but then eventually they could just upgrade it so it's no longer compatible with Octoprint, or not allow Octoprint at all to be used. So you're gonna have to find a way to just keep it disconnected and just run it off SD cards. I can do that too. Yep. That's
call it an air gap for a reason.
Really, BMW does that?
And the other thing is, somebody's saying, now that you know about it, you can prevent your printer from picking up that release of the firmware that's going to force firmware releases from now on. There are a lot of guys that are doing that too, or not sure exactly. See, I don't know if I've already picked it up or not. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look at mine, see if there was some kind of auto upgrade setting or something.
And Michael, that's why I love my Chevrolet.
But I gotta say, this is like the best, easiest to use printer I have ever used.
It's been incredible. I'm blown away how simple it is.
Yeah, you just hit a button and it goes. And the only problems I've had is with, like, do you have that auto feed deal? Like, what is it, ACM?
I don't have the AMS, no.
Oh, okay. I do, and the only problem I've had is the filament will break inside the tube every once in a while. I guess even without it, you could have that. Yeah, but then when you have to do it or have to fix it, you literally have to go in and open up the end that goes into the head, which is notoriously difficult to do. And then you have to pull the broken filament out, and then feed the where the break is, feed that on out so that it goes back into the head. And So it's not hard, other than that one part where you have to kind of disassemble this one little part.
Yeah.
To get to the tube with the filament in it.
Yeah, well, 45, my thought was actually so that it can eventually be seen what you're printing, and mine was leaning more towards your name type industry, of people being able to print those things themselves. And but yeah, I think it's just all about control and money at some point. So mine's unplugged right now. I'll have to check and see if I've got it set up for auto.
Well,
I'll make sure it's not on auto firmware update or whatever.
Yeah, everything is becoming subscription based right now. Like BMW does require subscription for heated seats. Ford, their auto drive system, it's free for the first 2 or 3 years, but it's gonna be a fee every year after that. So,
no, everything was free on my truck. It had its own phone number and everything. And then after the first year, it said, "Oh, would you like to continue these benefits? GPS, blah 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 blah." And I said, no, because it allows Android Auto, and my phone does all that, and I have unlimited data. So
until they're going to say, for Android connectivity, please pay the subscription fee.
Yeah, they want $24.99. I'm like, nope, sorry.
And that's why I'll stick to Ford and Chevrolet, where you don't got to worry about that.
Well, no, Ford's doing it on their auto drive. And some others.
I'm not going to get auto drive. Michael. This is an anti-smart car person.
Yeah, but if you got auto drive, then I would allow you to continue to control the back behind the screens here on StreamYard, and Michael wouldn't do it all.
Well, I'm at home. I'm home. I've been home, so.
But I mean,
I'm sure I can
most modern cars,
most are going to do it.
I'm trying to think of a manufacturer that doesn't do it, but they report to your insurance companies.
Yeah.
Your driving habits, whether you approve it or not. In fact, there was one person that told GM she wanted all that turned off, and they found some other things that they did not turn off that was still being reported to your insurance agency.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did put an app on mine, and it does reduce mine, because as long as you don't speed over 80 miles an hour and don't slam your brakes on, we're getting discounts of 15% right now. So
yeah,
and
then Paul rode with me, and his phone started going off.
Yeah,
it was actually somebody that cut us off during that time when it happened. But
yeah,
no James, no Ranger here. No Ranger. And 80, please, Paul. That's going too slow.
Well, speed limit in Texas is 85.
If I want to go over, if I want to slam on my brakes or go 80, I hit the app, I hit disable. How long? 2 hours, 12 hours, and so.
Yeah, don't take the train with it.
Well, what's frustrating though, it has a couple times people that have cut into my lane on the freeway, and I've hit the brake, I guess, a little too hard. And it'll pop up. It says braking. And so I'm like, oh no! And then I just go on the app and say I wasn't driving. I was a passenger. So.
But I have a 2017 Ford Explorer. But one of the things I learned, and I learned this from Mike, was to disable the automatic 911, because somebody cut him off one time. He had to hit the brakes, and it automatically called 911 for him. So that's one of the first things I disabled when I got in that truck. Well,
guys, we're over the hour mark. I was going to try to keep it close to that as possible. We are Winter Field Day this weekend, so don't forget. Oops, let me go back to the screen. Winterfieldday.org. I think I put it in the description. Hope to QSO you. I'll probably be on Discord as long as I have cell. Jason says he'll have Starlink, so I should be connected somehow. And I'll kind of keep in touch on Discord, whether it's mine and or Frank's Frank Wilderness up above me there. But hope to QSO y'all. But stay warm. Get out there and test your gear. Make sure it's working, and we'll see you next week on the Ragchew.
Keep all your toes and fingers.
Before you hit it, keep November 5 Tango Romeo in your ham alerts. That's
Say that again, Frank, because he doesn't use his call. It's another call.
Kilo November 5 Tango Romeo. That's the club call.
All right. So when we end, it's going to go to credits. You'll still hear us chatting, and then we'll do the outro, just so you guys know, because I don't think I told you our mics are not silenced during the credits.
Oh, that's easy enough.
All right.
I can say anything I want.
Right.
And now we lost Paul's audio.
No. Oh yeah, we lost Paul's
Yeah,
audio.
his mouth's moving. There's no audio. Paul's been silenced.
Paul, Nightbot got you. Nightbot got your audio.
Thank y'all for being members. That's awesome.
Look at all those awesome members.
Man, we got quite a few there. That's really awesome. And y'all don't forget, if you're not a member, you can buy memberships, or if you're already a member, feel free to buy memberships for others. Even though you're not getting points for it right now. We're going to fix that.